Hey Roosters, welcome to Madame O Tarot and welcome to Chinese Zodiac. How you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. So this is for people born under the sign of the Rooster. Hang on you guys. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is for people born under the sign of the Rooster. Anyway, if you don't know your, okay, no, that's still too loud. Sorry, guys. If you don't know your Chinese zodiac sign, I've put some links in the description box below for you to go to see what your Chinese zodiac sign is. And I've also put the years that the Rooster is born under so that you can double check that as well. But for those of you that do know, this is a reading for Roosters and it's a reading from now till the end of June. So let's see what's going on for my beautiful Roosters from now till the end of June. Well, there are some arguments coming about, I won't lie. But you're starting off with, a mind frame that you want to make something work. You're trying very hard to make something work. You could be in a relationship, you might not be. This might not be romantic at all. But you're going against the odds. You see something seems like it's not supposed to work out for you. But, when you get like a funny, anyway, sorry. So, it seems like it's not supposed to, but you're like, you've got this feeling that it will. Maybe it's a goal you have, maybe it's a relationship, it could be anything. And you're fighting for it. But you've also got, so that's with the Seven of Wands, right? But you've also got the Five. The Five of Wands has come up. So you are having arguments with someone. Something or someone. Again, it could be about anything. It might not be love, but you're definitely arguing with someone. But you know what? You're like still winning the fight. You're like, okay. It's like you're not giving up. Something's going on for you, Roosters. You're not giving up because over here with the Nine of Wands as well, it's like, okay, I've just got this one last obstacle to get through and things are going to turn out the way I want them to. I know they will. And you're like very determined to have this work out for you. Interesting. Okay. You take some time at the end of June to do some reflecting. All right. I need to clarify. I definitely need to clarify. The beginning of your story is you fighting, right? You're fighting. You're fighting with people. You're fighting against the odds. And you're fighting against your will, your subconscious will to give up. You're like, no, don't give up. I can make it happen. Then, all of a sudden, coming into the end of June, you've got like a moment where you're chilling out and you're reflecting on probably the effort that you put in. We need to clarify. And then you get out of the sitting back thinking and planning or thinking about what you need to do, and you go straight into making a change, making a move, and putting your actions, putting your words into actions and just moving forward. And of course, I'm dropping cards left, right, and center. And the other reason, knocking everything about, and the other reason that you are fighting this fight is because you're not content in your current state. You're not content with something. But you have hope that things can get better. You have a lot of hope. Hope is like booming from you. You're like, nah, this can get better. I can make it better. I can make it happen. That's what's pushing you from the beginning. That's what's motivating you. You have A lot of hope things can get better. And I think, you know what, though, I get the logic. Rooster. It's like, I'm not happy right now. I'm not miserable, but I'm not 100% content. There's got to be something better out there for me. There's got to be something that works for me. I totally connect with you guys. I get where you're coming from, and I get where the motivation's coming from. Even if there's obstacles in the way, even if it's difficult, and there may be abundance coming, even if there's obstacles in your way, and even if it's difficult, you've got the mind frame that, no, this can't be all that it is. It's got to get better than this. I get it. I do. And you know what? I think because you're persistent, things will change. Things will get better for you. Yeah, okay. So you may be having arguments with somebody about finances. It may not be a romantic thing. It may be a venture or a project that you want to get into. And you've got one side, you've got people saying to you, are you crazy? You can't do this. Where do you think you're going to get the money to organize this? So you could definitely be having arguments about finances. And if it's not about finances, it could be arguments about something that is valuable to you in the exact same parallel as monetary. You know, maybe it's not. Maybe you're having arguments about children. Maybe you're having arguments about assets or career that you're in. Like maybe you're doing a certain job and this job doesn't allow you to do this, and you're like, I don't care, I'm going to find a way to do it. And other people are saying to you, you're nuts, you're crazy. You're not nuts, you're not crazy. Good on you for doing what you're doing. I think things are going to work out for you in the end. I love this motivation that you have. I need it. I need somebody like you in my life. I need to check who's born in the year of the dog and hang out with those people for a while. I need total motivation. Exercise motivation. Well, there's a list. Let's not get into it, huh? Okay. All right. For you to keep moving forward, so I told you got to the 9 of Wands and it's like I've just got this little obstacle I've got to get through and things are going to work out for me. I think that even though you're pushing forward to make something happen and you're fighting for it and you're fighting with others, you're going to reject something. It might be the fighting, right? You're going to reject something because you know that the only way to keep moving forward is to stop something negative that's going on. And with the 5 of Pentacles clarifying this 9 of Wands, I'm kind of on the money that what you're going to reject isn't your drive. It's not that. It's, like if you're arguing with someone, you're going to be like, you know what? Now stop. Enough. We're not talking about this anymore. See you later. Bye. You might not actually be rejecting them out of your life. You might be. You might not be. But you're rejecting what they're arguing with you about. You're like, stop. Enough. Done. And you feel really good about that. You feel like now that you've gotten that out of your way, now that you've got that toxicity that's negative and trying to bring you down and trying to stop you from moving forward, you can move forward now. And that's when you sort of sit back. This is what I'm interested in seeing. How do we go from A to B? This is where you sit back and now start reflecting on everything you've done, on what you want to achieve. Okay. Oh, well, there you go. All right. Even though you're rejecting something or someone at the 9 of Wands over here, you're not completely letting go of what was said to you. You're thinking about it. And good that you are, because the 10 of Wands comes up, right? Now, the 10 of Wands is something ending, but ending in a way that you're becoming aware that you may have taken on too much. So you may have taken on, by the end of June, you're going to think, well, I may have taken on more than I can handle. Doesn't mean that you're getting rid of your dream. You're not, because you're moving forward at the end, which is really lovely. You're just doing it in a different way. I think you're going to let go of some of the burdens that you took, not just the arguing. You're going to realize that you had massive expectations which perhaps aren't 100% realistic at the moment. Maybe they're realistic for later, but they're not now. So you're going to let go of some baggage. You're going to let go of some weight. You're going to end some things in order to move forward. And then you're moving forward. Bang. Which is really great. You're totally moving forward. Love it. And you know what? The Seven of Cups came up. I love this card. So there's going to be a lot of options available to you. Now, traditionally, Seven of Cups, we're talking about love, options in love, and there may be options in love. This could be a whole romantic thing that you're talking about, but not necessarily. Love offers coming through could be anything. If you're talking about business, then very, very, very positive, nurturing opportunities are going to come pouring in for you. Things are going to start moving in the direction that they need to, whether it be about love, whether it be about lifestyle, whether it be about career. Once you, okay, yes, you're being strong and you're fighting the fight, and that's cool. It's all good. But you are going to have a moment where you sit back and you realize, I've taken on too much, and you're going to let go of some of those burdens. And the minute you do, bang, you're in motion. You're not pushing a rock up a hill. You're running down a hill. You're moving very fast. But you are also going to be rejecting something or someone that's giving you grief. Okay, let's see what possible other animal signs you could be dealing with. You could be dealing with a monkey, somebody who is very fun and energetic and exciting and very playful. You know, monkeys are just very playful, very light, very comfortable to be around. Or you could be dealing with a horse. Interesting. Horses are great. They're free-spirited and independent and you know, and they love to travel, but they can be very impatient. And that could be driving you crazy. If you're dealing with somebody like that, it's like, come on, when's it going to happen? Or you could be dealing with, and this is so interesting, this has come up on nearly all of the readings that I've done tonight for Chinese Zodiac. You could be dealing with a rooster, somebody of your age, born in your year, or a rooster that's, you know, much older than you or much younger than you. Yeah, you might be very well dealing with another rooster like yourself. And if it is, in fact, a rooster that you're dealing with, they're like you. They're hardworking, they're practical, they're independent, and they're persistent in trying to get things done the way they want them done. Okay, now let's see what possible element that these animals could fall under that you could be dealing with, or this could be your own element. And we've got wood. So as a rooster, you can be a wood rooster or a water rooster or a metal rooster or a fire rooster or an earth rooster. But you're dealing with the element of wood. So maybe one of these people have wood in them. Now, if you're dealing with somebody that has wood rooster, you're dealing with somebody who is very strong and honest and moral. And, you know, they're very faithful and they love with all their heart. They're very protective over those that they love. They can also be very creative and they've got very, very good intuition. Like they can, almost psychic, they can predict what's going to happen in the next 5 years, and they're usually quite right. They're naturally quite elegant, quite charming, and they like to take care of themselves and how they look. Now, this is the behavior that you may adapt that can either help or hinder you through this situation. Restlessness and nervousness. I'm on the money that that's going to hinder you and not help you. Be aware of it. Be aware of your restlessness or your nervousness. It's not going to help you at all in this situation. So just be aware of it and try to control it. Okay, the atmosphere that's going to be significant for this reading. You've got drought. So for whatever reason, it doesn't mean that there's going to be a drought right now, but something in relation to drought or dry or lack of is very important in relation to this reading. Now I have cards on the seasons. Now, it doesn't have to be, you might be in summer now and you might get a card that says winter. All this means is that this reading is going to be very significant in a particular season. And let's see what season that will be. We've got autumn. Surprise, surprise. This card has come out like 7 times. No kidding you. So wherever autumn is for you, whether it's coming now, whether you're in autumn or whether you're going to be experiencing it soon enough, autumn is going to be very significant in relation to what's going on here. Tastes. So this is tastes that help your senses and help enlighten your intuition and help with your clarity. And the taste that's going to be important for you now is sour. So for whatever reason, sour is going to be very significant for you. Now, health issues to be aware of. And I choose this one, and it is stomach. So be aware of your stomach, be careful of your stomach, and try to take care of your stomach. Don't over abuse it with food, drugs, alcohol, whatever. Don't over abuse. Be careful, especially if you're going to be feeling restlessness and nervousness. That's totally going to affect your stomach. Okay, and the color that's going to be significant, that's going to help enlighten you too and bring you answers and clarity during this time. And you shouldn't be seeing them, so. And I shouldn't be seeing them, so. Let's put them here like this. Wow, this is the 3rd time this card's come out. Think white thoughts, Rooster. Think white, pure, and simple. Think in the simplest term and your answers are going to come to you. When you take that time to chill out and think simply. Think to how did things get complicated if they did? Why are things complicated in my life? What is complicated in my life? And what is bringing me down and not helping me feel free and light and easy? White. White is going to be very significant for you. All right, you guys, that's what I've got for you. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell button so that you can receive notifications when I upload new videos. And if you want a private reading, check out my website, www.madamotarot.com. I'd be happy to read for you. And I wish you much love, light, and peace as always. And I'll see you again soon for the June readings. Bye for now, Roosters.